It's day 25, 365 days printing on vintage hardware, and today I've learned something. So, what we worked on today was putting Marlin 2.1.3 on the Mosaic. This one showed up with 1.0.2 and would have originally shipped with Sprinter. I actually had Sprinter running on this machine earlier today just to verify that the wiring was the stock configuration. But one of the things I ran into earlier was the hot end was under temperature and thermal runaway protection kicked in. And that's because this isn't ducted and it's blowing wherever on the hot end. I went to adjust the settings a little bit here, change the history assist to 10C and go up to 60 seconds just to see if it would not kick in. But then I saw this right here, adaptive fan slowing. Slow down the part cooling fan if the temperature drops. That's probably the ticket for this machine. One of the other things we ran into is this was last night's print. It finished with a layer shift. And we've had a couple of things that we've noticed where things are tight. The X belt, for example, you notice it likes to ride up. Now, I did get that belt tighter, but for some reason, no matter how I adjust how the belt's clamped, it still likes to ride up the idler a bit. Y belt is still loose. I need to take that all apart. But I adjusted the drivers. The drivers were set to 0.4 on Z, which is 1 amp approximately. The X and Y and even the extruder driver were set to 0.280, which would be about 7/10 of an amp. I upped it to 0.360 on X and Y, and that puts it around 0.9 amps. And that gives the motor just a little bit more power. Let's see how warm they are. It's warm, but that's fine. Just to try to prevent some layer shifts. So we started doing a benchy, and many people are tired of the benchy, but on a printer this old, this is still a very valid test. In 2011, you probably would have been very happy with this printer. The only thing that I've really noticed was, can't see it here, but it just seems like this corner, the walls aren't connecting with everything else. I don't know if that's skew or what, but we've made it to the tower. And this print was a little over an hour. It's just pretty normal speed. People expect these printers to be incredibly slow or something. You can catch it there at first, but actually it looks like there was a little bit of a layer shift. Tower is slightly melty, but not too bad. And this corner right here kind of shows where it's not quite connecting. It's just that corner every time. So I'm going to look into that a little bit. Overall, still a fairly decent print for 2011.